The title of this little piece, Goodbye Middle Class, 51% of all American workers make less than 30 grand a year. 51% of all American workers make less than $30,000 a year. Let that number sink in for a moment. And as the article says, you can't support a middle-class family in America today on $2,500 a month, especially after taxes are taken out. That's what 30 grand works down to. Yet more than half of all workers in this country make less than that each month. Jesus. The report comes from the Social Security Administration, just released. And the following are some of the numbers that really stand out. Here you go. 38% of all American workers made less than $20,000 last year. 38%. 51% of all American workers made less than $30,000 last year. 62% of all American workers made less than $40,000 last year. And 71% of all American workers made less than $50,000 last year. What's $50,000 a year? That's $1,000 a week before taxes, which would leave you about $750 a week. That first number is really staggering. 38% of all American workers made less than 20 grand last year. The federal poverty level for a family of 5 is $28,410. Yet almost 48% of all American workers don't even bring in $20,000 a year. Federal poverty level for a family of 5 is $28,000? Jesus Christ. If you worked a full-time job at $10 an hour all year long with 2 weeks off, you would make approximately $20,000. And that will tell you something about the quality of the jobs that our economy is producing at this point. And yet, when I turn on talk television, MSNBC or whatever, and I listen to them talk about Biden and Obama and what Biden and Obama inherited from George W. Bush and his criminal, they should all be hanged administration, they talk as though everything's okay, or if not okay, a vast improvement. Now, granted, we're not losing 600,000 jobs a month like we were when Obama took over from these pigs, these Republican swine. But is this success? And as Blacklisted News points out, the numbers are only for those that actually are working. There are 8 million working-age Americans that are officially unemployed right now, and another 95 million working-age Americans that are considered to be not in the labor force. And when you add those two numbers together, you get a grand total of 102 million working-age Americans that do not have a job right now. How many people do you know who are just scraping by right now? How many people do you know that have to struggle just to make it from month to month? And the article points out, if you can believe it, about a quarter of the country actually has a negative net worth right now. What that means is that you have no debt, and you also have $10 in your pocket that gives you a greater net worth than about 25% of the entire country. If you have no debt and you got $10 in your pocket, you have a greater net worth than about 25% of the entire country. We'll be right back.